Hi everyone, thanks for joining me for podcast 2. This is basically a psychic chat. I'm going to talk about psychic stuff, ghosts and all things paranormal. Now, I want to cover a couple of subjects today. One of them is empath, the other one is mediumship and channeling. These things are kind of misunderstood by a lot of people. In the social circumstances of normal society, let's say, nearly 90-something% of people don't understand psychic abilities, and they judge it and they think you're a witch, and they think as soon as you say you're psychic or something like that, they just kind of get a picture in their head with this weirdo person who does witchcraft and does spells and that. Well, that's not what we are. That's not what I am. There may be certain people that do that stuff, but they're not nowhere near in the category of what we are. I'm a light worker, and I do work with light. I do healing. I do everything to do with helping humans and myself and raising our vibrations into be better people, better souls. Allowing people to realise that spirits are real, and that when your loved ones die or your animals pass away, that they are going to keep on visiting you in more ways than one. A lot of people think that let's use an example. When you have a cat, it might die, or a dog or an animal, your pet. If you really were close to that animal and attached, you're going to have it jump on your bed after it's passed away. You're going to feel that jump on your bed. I felt that. At one house I lived in, I felt this cat. I was in a deep meditation at the time. And actually, this cat wasn't even mine. It was just a house that I moved into. And I seriously was in half sleep, half awake state, a really deep meditative state, and I felt a large cat jump on my bed. Now, I pictured in my mind when it happened, it was a cat, and I sort of saw a picture that was like a big fat furry cat. And I'd also seen it a couple of months before that coming through a door in the veranda, and it was like a sliding door, and it was open a tad, and I just looked down there, and for about 1 second I saw this flash with my own eyes of a cat, and it was like grey, reddy, like all different, like tanny colour. Just looked like a tabby, but a really big one, and I felt that it was a male, and it was really friendly and cute. And yeah, so I knew it was that cat that had jumped on the bed because it's the one I saw before. So anyway, animals can visit you. They can also visit you in your dreams. So can people. So if someone's passed away, they're not dead. They are still alive. You don't die. So what happens is when you die, your energy moves on to another existence. It goes to another plane. It can choose to go to all different types of places. It can also eventually choose to be reborn again. And that's where you get, for instance, people that, you'll see a kid on a TV show, or they usually end up on TV, and they're got this musical talent or this creativity, or they paint, or they do something really crazy, and they're acting as if they were this person that had died like 30 or 50 years ago, or even longer. They're actually acting like that, and this other person is dead, long dead. But the soul can be reborn into a body, and so most of the time the kid doesn't know that they're this other person, that they were this other person, because now they're being created into another person, but their gift and their talent always remains. So for instance, I was watching a show this morning, I think it was America's Got Talent or something, and this girl comes out and she just looks like a normal girl, and she looks dorky, like if anything, like back in the day they used to call you a dork if you were weird or different or whatever. And they're not dorks, they're actually, everyone is beautiful in their own way and amazing. There's no such thing as weirdos, you know. There's bad people, but most people are just unique in the way they are. Anyway, she started singing and everyone was shocked because she was Janis Joplin, or however you pronounce it. Yeah, and I'm thinking, as soon as I saw her, because she was 14 years old, I thought, there's no way she'd learned all that in this life. The way she acted was like she's a professional singer that had been doing it for like 40, 50 years. Or, you know, and even before that, longer than that. It just seemed like she was just this professional singer. Her voice was amazing, her actions were amazing. She was a rock star. And that's what she was born to be. So if you know that you're something and you're good at something, or you just stand out but you're embarrassed about it or whatever, like, just as long as it's a good thing, nothing, you know, I'm not talking about negative things. You don't want to be doing anything like that. You want to be doing awesome, positive, healthy things and just being creative. You need to learn to be yourself. And once you know that, it's easy. But I will say, what I've noticed in my life is, and with my own certain family members, is some people are dream killers. So if you're really, really good at something and you're like writing books, or you're writing music, or you're singing and you're just getting out there doing stuff, like once you start doing that, other people, you got to remember, they get jealous because they haven't fulfilled their dreams and they're focusing on everything and everyone else, dramas, and they won't focus their energy on their very essence, their very creativity, their own life. So they can really try to bring you down, and that's really, really sad. But what you got to do is, if this is happening to you, whether you're an adult or a child, you need to find places, courses, people, friends, societies that will support your gift. Okay, it's really important that you get nurtured in that gift and sort of supported in that, because people are going to rip your dreams away from you, because they just do. And it's the way the world is. It doesn't happen to young people as much these days, but back when I was a kid, actually I used to sing like Mariah Carey, like, you know, the whistle tones and stuff, and it sounded really good. And I'm not just saying that, like, I really did sound like Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey, of course in my own voice, but those two taught me to sing, and I used to always sing to them, and when I sang, I sounded like them, like I had every note right, and the emotion song of Mariah Carey, I got every single high note, and the whistle tones as well, I got all of that. And I used to love doing it, like I just love singing. But now, I haven't looked after my voice properly, and I never nurtured it, you know, and now I don't sing as good. And it's really sad, because I used to really love singing, but life happens, and if you don't nurture your gifts, you can lose them pretty much. So yeah, I've kind of lost that. But I still love singing in the car and whatnot. It's just really hard now. It takes a lot of effort. But back then it was so easy. But my parents never got me singing lessons or anything like that. My sister loves my singing. She always knew that I was good. But I wasn't nurtured. And that could have got me somewhere. You know, that could have made me an income. It could have made me famous. It could have made me just be a better person. And also, I looked like a dancer. I should have been doing dancing. My body was a dancer's body. So, I'm in, I won't say how old I am, but I'm a lot older now, and I'm an adult. And it's never too late. It's better if you can nurture your kids when they're young with all of this creative stuff. But if you're older and you're listening to this podcast, I am going to tell you that if you go back to what your gift and creativity was that you loved, a hobby, a love, a passion, writing, singing, dancing, whatever it is, do it. Get back into it and get into it with every single part of your energies. You're not a child anymore. No one can stop you living your dreams. No one. And don't let them. That's a really big thing in this day and age. Back in the day that it wasn't nurtured. You rarely saw someone that was famous, or, you hardly saw any singers back then. And it was all people that were just kind of lucky and in the moment sort of people. But now they've got all of these shows and everything, what gives people an opportunity to shine, and everyone deserves that opportunity. So live your dreams, make them happen, one tiny step toward it at a time. Just don't give up, and don't let other people bring you down. Cut them loose. Don't tell people your dreams unless you know they're going to support you. Hardly anyone will. Most people, if you tell them something that you're doing or that you're going to do, and they're just like, really, why? Like, they won't build that energy up. They won't support you and tell you how awesome it is and feed your dream, So what I do is, when someone's got a dream or whatever, if I see they're good at something, I say to them, you're really good at that, and you should really follow that. I'm telling you, I say, sorry, I need water. Follow your dreams. Enjoy your life. Don't let anyone get in the way of what you want. And just people will try to hold you down, hold you back. It's horrible what people do, but that's just humans. So it's your responsibility to know what you like and what you want to do, and to follow that. Now, I want to say, basically there's books and books and books and information on being an empath, but I'm going to get back to the empath thing. Is being an empath is you're feeling your own feelings, but on top of that, you'll feel other people's feelings. And trust me, you feel good and bad, and it's like you're a sponge. And then you got to learn, as an empath, I will tell you what is very important: cleansing your energy, cleanse your chakras, your aura, your channel. Get rid of the clutter that is inside you, that is energetically in you. So have you ever heard the saying, if you hang around dogs you will catch fleas? This is true in the real sense of energetically. You'll spiritually, if you're hanging around and you're a really light person that's very easily influenced, whatnot, and you're realizing that now, like I did. Now that I know that, I won't allow, I know what I like and what I don't like, and what I want and what I don't want. I know what I am. I know myself. And I know, and my gut feeling and my intuition tells me when something's not right. I'm not going to be listening to someone that is talking shit and saying, you should blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just unhealthy people, and they've got garbage and baggage and undealt with trauma, and that stuff really does. So they want to put that on other people. family members, friends, anyone, and they want to dump, and they still will not change. They'll whinge about their circumstances and they don't want to change. They don't want to get better, and they will try to put that onto you and bring you down. But you can't let them. So as soon as they start telling you negative stuff, cut it off. Don't let that energy get injected into you. Okay? Thing is, you need to know how to cleanse that, and there's a lot of exercises that you can do. One is have a shower and bless that shower water, and with intention that it is pure white divine source energy light, angelic light, and that it is going to, you can even imagine it's a colour like I normally imagine it to be, either pure white, silver, gold, lilac-y purple, or indigo, dark blue. I always imagine it to be those colours, that it's coming down on me and it's flushing through my body and cleaning me of all debris from other people, from my own negative thoughts and worries, from people that have attacked me or hurt me that day, or, you know, it could be anyone. You may have heard something that's affected you, and that's why it's really important not to watch the news, because it's putting you in fear all the time, and it's not good. Nothing about the news is going to raise your vibration, trust me. It's all bad, and you don't need, it's none of your business. It's none of you, what's your business is your business, but that isn't, because it's other people's business, and it's gossip. In its true sense and form, the news is gossip, and you don't need to know about it unless it has to do with you. So do a cleanse with the shower, let it run over you, cleanse your aura, chakras, and channel. I'm going to teach you a cleanse right now, so just say it's the end of the day, you're having a cup of tea, time for a shower. So get in the shower, imagine the water rushing over your head, rushing slowly coming down, actually pulling the water as hard as you can, You can do this with the bath twist, put your bath bombs in, plenty of salt in the water. Imagine it to be pure water, or gold. Feel that, cleansing, wash yourself with some sage soap, goat soap, or some lovely liquids, cleansing. Flush that stuff, see it go down into the drain, cleansing you. It's going into the drain, all the black energy is getting out of you, and see it leave, just let it run out through the drain until it's all clear. That's the shower. For the bath, I want you to imagine the water is pure, glowing white. Feel the energy of the water. It's angelic energy. It's beautiful, loving energy. Loves you, melting away, dissolving, as if it is a tablet that is just dissolving until it's all of your negative energy and debris. You can imagine that it's rocks or grass or dirt or anything. You can imagine it's something that is the debris, and then it's not powerful. So in your mind, just see all as you're diving, just laying. Feel the water, absorbing all the negativity. Just let it dissolve. All those rocks. All the rocks are dissolving. As if they're a bath bomb. All dissolving. Pop a bath bomb in there too, because that's a nice relaxation. The white water is just clear and just getting rid of that worry, negative energy, uncleanness, debris, anything that's been thrown on you or dumped on you that day or that year. Even if you're new to all this and this is your first time, just get rid of all of that negative energy. Give it to the water. Infused in the water. It's pure love. From the divine source energy. God. You may call it something else, that's fine. It's all the same energy. It's all love. It's cleaning you, helping you to heal. Let the water absorb all of that. And when you've finished with your bath, it will run down the drain, into the earth. So what goes into the earth, the debris, the garbage, the crap, all that is uncertain to you. Get rid of it, send it away. It's the intention to be completely clean, pure. You are clean now, you are pure, you are purified, you are fully cleansed. Well done. Thank you, well done. That is awesome. In the earth will transmute this negative energy or debris or garbage into fertilizer, because that's what crap is. It turns into fertilizer. And it will then replenish the earth, creating growth and vibrant, beautiful, healthy plants. And that's what I'm going to finish on today. Thank you for listening to the podcast. And the next one will be up in a week. I've got a lot to do, as I'm going to be moving in 2 weeks, and I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really excited about that. And I've definitely done my work toward making that happen. And I have to have a lot of faith too. So, goodbye everybody. Bless each other, bless yourself, and nurture yourself, giving yourself beautiful love, beautiful times and energy, allowing yourself to be around good people. You deserve the best. Goodbye.